Hi everyone, welcome to Goddess Gardens. So today I'd like to tell you a little bit of what happened when we lived in Australia. I don't know if anybody has been to Australia or if it's your dream to go to Australia. I do know a couple of people who are trying desperately to get in, but it was never our dream. We never planned to do this. We didn't want to do this, but 30 years ago, my husband was offered a job in Australia. He'd been working there. He'd been a few times. We'd actually been on holiday with my youngest son when he was about 18 months old. So after talking about it and discussing it, we said, yeah, we'll go, we'll give it a try. And we went with the intention we weren't coming back. So we sold everything. But the problem was, when he was offered the job, I was expecting our second child and he was expected to start the job straight away. So he went to Australia and left me behind with a toddler, expecting and trying to sell the house basically. So we came back shortly before this baby was born, and we went as a family when she was 3 months old. So we get to Melbourne and we weren't coming back, sold everything, that were it, we were gone. So we get to Melbourne and his company had rented us this lovely house in this nice suburb in Melbourne. So probably in the first week, I think it was, we woke up one morning about 3 o'clock by what sounded like somebody trying to break in on the roof. So we phoned the police. So when the police came, they went up, had a look, and they said, oh, it's a possum. You can imagine, can't you? That went down very well, didn't it? So they said, but it's an endangered species, so you'll have to call somebody out tomorrow. So the next day we had Pete the Possum Man out. I don't know if that was his real name or just his trade name. But he captured it and he said he had to set it free. He said, but if you've got a tree near your house, you'll always have a possum. And he let the kids look at it when it was in this cage, and they're like a cross between a rat and a squirrel. Yeah, they've got these massive teeth and like this rat's head, and the rest is like a squirrel, really. So that was the end of that, but you can imagine, can't you? I don't know what the police thought, typical English people, whinging poms they call us, don't they? So we bought a house, we bought this gorgeous house. I'll never have a house like it again. It had, now bear in mind, you're talking 30 years ago, nobody had en-suites then. But in Australia, every house had an ensuite. I'm pretty sure it did. And they were like, if you watch Neighbours, they're like the big bungalows. They're just massive bungalows. Like in Neighbours, everything's on a cul-de-sac. It was absolutely gorgeous. Ensuite, walk-in wardrobe, massive gardens front and back. Beautiful house. And yeah, so we got this house. And then we started, our life in Australia. And as you know, it's pretty known for its wildlife, really, isn't it? So every night before I went to bed, I used to spray every door and every window with insect repellent, thinking, just think twice before you put one little leg over there. And I became quite sort of paranoid about everything, because it's quite, they're used to it, Australians. You know what they're scared of? And I was amazed, me. European wasps, they called them, wasps. If you've got a Barbie on, watch out for wasps landing in your cans of drink and this, that, and I thought, God, is that all you've got to worry about? I was Hermes, suit of armour, every time you open that front door, what's going to hit me today? So, but you don't realise what an effect you're having on the kids. And my youngest has grown up to be, she had an absolute phobia of spiders, but it cured my phobia because I realised we've got nothing here. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to look down and see one of them massive ice spiders sat next to me and we're both watching Gogglebox. I don't want that. But it did actually cure me fear because we've got nothing. But it just became like constant adrenaline because you're just waiting for something all the time. Anyway, one time, my youngest was asleep. She always used to fall asleep eating her dinner. Bless her. Her head had just gone. She'd be like eating her dinner, and I just used to put her in a cot. But I thought I'll clean the bathroom. Oh, Jesus. I opened the door and I saw these two legs from behind the shower screen. Great. So I phoned my husband. And he worked an hour away and he went, so what do you want me to do? Come home. Are you joking? He said, I work an hour away. He said, by the time I get home, the chances are it's gone. You're going to have to deal with it. I thought, do you know what? He's right. I mean, I'd shut the door like it couldn't get out. So I thought, I am going to have to deal with it. So I goes in with this big can of insect repellent. Absolutely scared to death. Absolutely scared to death. I saw open the door and it was still there, like on the shower screen. So I kicked the shower screen so it fell into the bath. And it's one of them huntsmans, you know, like the biggest ones you can get. Like massive tarantulas. They don't bite, they just jump. So it got onto the floor and I thought, I'm going to have to do something. So I got this insect repellent and I absolutely sprayed it. I'm not joking, it was an absolute big ball of foam. And it was staggering, like that. This big ball of foam. And I stood there, I thought, just die. Please, just die. Because I have no plan B. I have no flamethrower. I have absolutely nothing else. So I stood there till it absolutely stopped moving. I thought, that'll have to do. Please don't move. Please let that be it. But I was quite proud of myself because I thought, I didn't think I could do that. I didn't think I could face it. But I thought, yeah, I was quite proud of myself. And that was the problem with there for a lot of the time. And we did what any English family does on Christmas Day. We had Christmas Day on the beach twice. And I never went in the water. I just couldn't go in the water because sharks, jellyfish, you know, it's one of them. So when we came back from Australia, we came back after 2 years. I just couldn't cope after 2 years. I'd had enough. See, because it was great going while the kids are young, because they're still young enough where they can't remember anything else. But at the same time, it was stressful because I couldn't let, especially the youngest, play in the garden because she couldn't tell me if anything had bitten her or anything. So it was just constant alert. So when we came back, what I did find was, I'm only going to tell you a couple of experiences now. What I did find was people were very quick who've never stepped outside their own postcode. Were very quick to say like, I want to come back. Right, yeah, okay. Well, we'll have this conversation when you've lived there a while with young children, a couple of years, and come back, and then we'll have this conversation. But yeah, so we'd be on the beach, and every time we were on the beach was probably about an hour away. I used to say, watch them sharks in the water. There were no fish, just sharks. So when we came back, there's no health visitors there. So for 2 years, the youngest was 3 months. For 2 years, I didn't have a health visitor. So I just winged it, really. Because you go down to the clinic to get weighed and everything else, and there are all these new babies, so you thought, I'm not going to waste the time. She's obviously fine. She's obviously growing. Nothing wrong with her. So you end up not going. You saw that it was mostly new babies. The people with the older babies, they didn't go. So she had to have a check with the health visitor, and she was given this book, and she had to say what was in the book. I showed up this page, and it was like these nice fish swimming. She just went, sharks! I went, I'm ever so sorry. I said, that's me. There's no fish in the sea, just sharks. So I realised I had a problem then. But yeah, cured me of my fear of spiders, but not my fear of my phobia of sharks. But one time we were there, this is nothing to do with the wildlife. This is more to do with the people who live there. It's very, very laid back. Very laid back. And we lived in this one horse town, which I'm sure it isn't now. I'm sure it's massive. That was 30 years ago. And one Saturday night, we managed to get a babysitter and we said, come on, we'll dress up and go out on the town. There were 3 pubs where we were, and I wasn't allowed in 2 of them because I was female. And that is the honest truth. And before we went to Australia, I was told it's a bit backward, and I thought, no way. Yeah, it is. So I wasn't allowed in 2. So we went in the 3rd one. Now, it's Saturday night, so we'd made an effort in what we had on. I'm not joking. We walked in. We must have looked like the circus had come to town, because everybody, and it were only men, there were absolutely no women in this pub, even though women were allowed. All the vests, shorts, flip-flops, looking at us like we'd come from another planet. And we did feel like we'd come from another planet. I don't think we even finished our first drink, and we went back home, and we never did it again. If we went out after that, if we were lucky enough to get a babysitter, we used to go to Melbourne, actual city. So yeah, that was an experience. But I've got to say, I don't regret going one bit. I do not regret going. It's one of those, you've got to take the opportunity, and everybody has a different experience, and mine was just, the thing is, you see, in Australia, it's plagues of things. It's not It's not just one or two. It's like they're there for about 3 weeks. Whatever is there for about 3 weeks, and then you think, great, that's gone, and then something else appears, which they're used to. They're used to, but I just found it hard, and I found it lonely, and it was too far from home, and lots of different reasons. So after 2 years, we came back. But like I say, I don't regret one single minute, because I won't be saying when I'm on my deathbed, I wish I'd done, because I did. I just know it's not for me. But for anybody who's thinking of going, I'm going to say good luck, and I hope it works out for you. And you've got to try it. You've got to try anything like that. You can always come back, which is what we did. So that's my story for today. See you soon.